What's going on? So, received a message on YouTube from a guy named Brad8571, it was something along those lines, and he was asking about his bench press. So, when he's benching, he has trouble keeping a neutral wrist. So, for example, what he means is, as he's coming down, his wrist is going up the way, so he's not able to maintain a neutral wrist. Now, when doing a bench press, that is not a very powerful position to be pressing from, in my opinion. It's not a very good position for your wrist to be in. You get a lot more drive and a lot more power from keeping a neutral wrist. Now, reasons for this is his wrist is weak and isn't strong enough to be able to handle the loads that he's pressing. So, a few things you could do. Number one, you could mask the issue and get some wrist wraps, some really good wrist wraps, and put them around your wrist and make them act as a brace. Now, at the end of the day, that's only going to mask the problem, and it's not going to fix it. And in my opinion, that's not optimal for the future and in longevity terms. You want to fix it. Now, I do believe wrist wraps are a very good asset when benching. However, I think you should be able to handle a good amount of load while keeping a neutral wrist. So, a good exercise for you to do, guys, would be a pronated curl. So, I'll quickly show you what a pronated curl is if you don't know what one is.
Come on, hang on.
Doing that, main thing you want to focus on is really keeping a locked and neutral wrist throughout the whole movement, so the wrist does not bend in any way, shape or form. This will really help develop wrist strength, and it's also another reason why I would do it. If you think about it, at the bottom of your bench press is this movement. You're here. Well, to me, that looks like a pronated curl. So that's a really good accessory movement that I would personally use. One, just to develop help my bench press, and two, if you're having wrist problems, then I personally think that that's a good exercise to use. Another good exercise you could probably use, guys, is, well, if you think about it, and during a bench press, as you come down, you know you want to slightly tuck your elbows, but as you're pressing back up, you want to flare your elbows back out, okay? Now, it's not as extreme as that, but it's along those terms. The way down you want to tuck your elbows, and the way out you want to flare them. Now, when flaring your elbow, if you think about it, when you flare your elbow, what does that look like to me? It looks like a lateral raise, guys, okay? So I'll quickly show you what a lateral raise is. Pretty simple, guys. Now, these are two movements that I would personally use to help my bench press. They're not the be all and end all. They're not the best accessory movements. Personally, for me, my two favourites would be close grip bench press and floor press. I'm going to be filming a floor press video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, so there's two exercises that I think could really help go a long way during your bench press that you might not have thought of. Another really good reason to do a pronated curl is that it works your brachialis muscle, which is this muscle here, below the elbow joint. Now, that, as you come down, is going to lever off your bicep. So the bigger your brachialis is, and the bigger your forearms are, and the bigger your biceps are, the better the leverage is going to be. So that's just my 2 cents on it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like my video, comment down below, subscribe, and check me out on Facebook. Stay tuned.